It's been so long since I've been in a relationship that I can't even remember what it's like. I mean, to me, it just seems like the guy says things like, wear this woman and suck my dick. I mean, I know that's not what it's like, right? I think it's just my imagination, honestly. I think I'm terrified of men. I'll be talking to my brother, and I'll think, wow, you have a penis, and it terrifies me. Do you know what I mean?
Kind of.
Well, at least you found someone. You seem happy.
I am.
I mean, that's amazing how people meet. I mean, he's a personal trainer. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
I never thought that you or anyone else who I know would find a deep relationship with a personal trainer. Do you have sex like all the time?
No?
Well, when you do, would you say that it was good or...
Sure.
Can you picture me with a boyfriend?
Of course I can.
That's good, because I can't even picture it. Seems to me that the guys that like me are married or gay. And I mean, the last time I had full-blown sex, it was with a married man. Anyway, let's talk about you. Do you want to?
Sure.
I'll listen.
Okay, so my dad called me last night. He said to chat. My dad's never used the word chat before in his entire life.
Right, you guys don't chat, you just talk like twice a year.
Exactly.
So how is chatting?
Ridiculous. We have nothing to chat about. Normally, I try and hide that by never shutting up. I'm always trying to say something fascinating. I don't think I've ever fascinated him once.
God, that's sad.
I know. I'm always trying to entertain him.
Like a geisha.
Right. Except last night I didn't. And it was strange because for once he was the weak one. I didn't even think about bringing up the big news.
What big news?
Another publisher doesn't want to publish my book.
What the fuck is wrong with these people? You know, I think it says something about your book being so brilliant if they're not willing to publish it. And if you think about it, worthless work gets praised. And work that's worth it gets trampled into the ground. I bet your boyfriend tells you that you're a genius and your book is brilliant, like, all the time.
He hasn't read it. We read a chapter, I think.
What? How could you read a chapter? It's your work, your heart, your soul. I mean, I don't know him, but that just seems really weird to me. And it's also weird that you guys have been dating like forever and I've only met him a few times. Does he not like me?
Of course he likes you.
Really? Because I kind of got the impression that he didn't.
When?
When I was telling the story about how I got drunk at my dad's birthday and cried, and I apparently ruined it for everybody. He just seemed really judgmental.
I don't think he was being judgmental. I think he was just listening.
You never talk about him.
What do you want to know?
I don't know. You never talk about him.
There's nothing to say.
That's not true. He's a huge part of your life. You guys have been dating forever. It's like you're trying to keep him away from me.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Look, we work all the time, okay? The little bit of time that we do have together, we like to spend by ourselves. And if I don't talk about him, it's because I have nothing to say, except that I love him. And it makes you unhappy when I'm happy.
God, how could you say that?
We start talking about how I'm happy, and within 10 minutes, you're crying. You and me talk about our problems. He's not a problem, so I don't want to talk about him. No one wants to publish my book. Let's talk about that. My dad's calling me acting crazy. Let's talk about that. But just leave my boyfriend alone, okay?
Wow. Thank you for that. I had no idea you felt that way. Very enlightening. You know what? Maybe I am an emotional and sometimes extreme person, but do not tell me that I am incapable of celebrating with you or tag me as someone who can only talk about misery.
Not just misery, okay? But deep things.
You're in love. That's deep. You're happy and the sex is wonderful.
Sometimes it's wonderful. And sometimes I've never felt more alone in my life.